If you're looking to make money with Facebook ads in 2019, then these are the 4 simple steps that you need to do in order to get started and actually be successful with your Facebook advertising. Now, these are the same 4 steps that I used in this past year in 2018 to make well over $2 million with my Facebook advertising. So with that said, let's jump into the content so you can know exactly how to get started, even if you are a complete beginner and have no experience with Facebook advertising. Now, the first most important thing that you have to have is you have to have an offer. You have to have some product or service that you're selling, and ideally you want it to be a higher ticket item. Now, I've talked with some beginners when it comes to Facebook advertising, and they want to get started with a $50 product. And the truth is, you're just really never gonna make those numbers work because it's too expensive to generate a lead and to get those leads in to see your offer to really become profitable with a $50 product. So if you are a real estate agent, which I work with a lot of realtors, this is an amazing space to be in because you obviously have a pretty high ticket offer. When you sell a home, you make a pretty big commission. Or if you're selling some product or service that is for $1,000 or even more, or if you have a continuity type of offer. So like, for example, I have a software, it's 99 bucks a month. If I know that my lifetime value over the course of that customer is going to be like 8 to 10 months, I know that over those 8 to 10 months, I will be making $800 to $1,000 from that customer. And so I know it's going to be worth the money to spend on lead generation to be able to go through and acquire that customer. So number one, once again, you just got to have an offer, and ideally it's a higher ticket offer. And when I talk about higher ticket, I would say at least $500 or more, or you have some type of continuity offer. If it's maybe a lower ticket, but it's $50 to $100 or maybe $200 every single month, so that you know if it costs you $200 or even $300 to acquire that customer, that you're gonna be making $500 or $1,000 or even more on the long run. Okay, so that brings us into the second key point when it comes to actually making money with your Facebook advertising, and that is focusing 100% on lead generation. Now, the truth is, I get comments all the time on my YouTube channel of people saying, hey, Jason, what is the best advertising campaign to go get more followers on Instagram, or more likes on my Facebook page, or more subscribers on YouTube? And the truth is, guys, it's really not ideal and it's not cost effective to go after followers on your Facebook page or Instagram account or your YouTube channel. What you want to do is you want to first generate the lead, present them with your offer, and then if they don't take your offer, or even if they do, then you can invite them to follow you on Instagram, on your Facebook page, on your YouTube channel, or wherever else you post content. Because the truth of it is, you're only gonna have about 2 to 3% of the leads generated right away actually take action if you have a decent sales message. And so now you've got 97 to 98% of those leads generated that actually didn't buy from you. But then if you invite them to follow you on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, and they're getting indoctrinated with your content, and you're adding massive value, then maybe a couple weeks or a couple months down the road, then they'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that Jason guy. I'm actually gonna take him up on his offer. He's got great content, and I'm gonna go buy whatever he has to sell. So when you're setting these ads up, make sure you're going through and choosing the website conversions objective or the lead form objective, whatever you want. I like to do the website conversion, sending people to a landing page to generate that lead. And then after you get that lead, present them with your offer through a sales video, or maybe you jump on a phone call, schedule an appointment, something like that. And then once again, if they do not buy, or even if they do, then invite them to follow you on all your different social media platforms, get them on your email list, and provide massive value so that later on you can hopefully go through and acquire more customers from those leads you initially generated to make more money and make the sale. All right, so the third step. So at this point, guys, we have our offer. We have our higher ticket offer, okay? We've gone through and we're focusing on lead generation. Now it all comes down to our targeting with our Facebook ads. Now the first audience that we want to target with our Facebook ads is our warm audience or our hot audience. Now in marketing and advertising, you've got your cold audience, you've got your warm audience, you've got your hot audience. Basically, your hot audience is like your family and friends, where no matter what you do, they're gonna support you, they're gonna go through and they're gonna buy through you. Like let's say you're a realtor, and if someone's gonna go through and buy or sell a home, they're like, oh man, I love Jason, I'm just gonna go through and use him. And that's your hot audience. Whereas your warm audience are maybe friends from high school or from college. They know who you are, they like you, they trust you, but you're probably not the first go-to just because you're not really top of mind. And then your cold audience is basically people who have no idea who you are. They've never even heard of you and they have no idea what you're offering. So it takes a little bit more convincing to actually have them do business with you. So the easiest, best place that you want to start is with your warm audience and this hot audience, which more than likely your hot audience is already kind of going to know who you are, but obviously you can kind of like throw them in this whole bundle of your warm audience and your hot audience. And this is people who have visited your website. This is anyone who has maybe engaged with your Facebook page, or they follow you on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, they're subscribed to your channel, maybe they've watched some videos on your YouTube channel, and basically they're somewhat indoctrinated by you and your business. Or this could even be a list of leads. So maybe you've been doing business for a while now and you have a bunch of contacts. We've got this database, you've got their name, their phone number, their email address, maybe you have their actual physical address. And what we can do with Facebook is we can upload these as custom audiences and say, hey, we only want to show our ads to these exact people. Because we know these exact people, they already know who we are, they already like us, they trust us, and so our ads are going to perform that much better. Now, another key thing to keep in mind is this is the best place to start, because if you're not able to have success with your Facebook ads and generate leads at a decent cost, and even have your sales message actually convert with this warm audience, then once you take it to a cold audience and once you start to really expand your marketing, your sales message, and really grow your business, it's not gonna work at all, okay? So your warm audience is generally gonna perform about 3 to 5 times better than anything that you're gonna be doing in a cold audience, because remember, your cold audience has no idea who you are. They don't necessarily like you already because they have no idea who you are. They don't necessarily trust you. And so you got to build that rapport and have a really solid Facebook ad to capture their attention, a really solid landing page to actually go through, grab their contact information, and then a solid sales message that you can actually sell your services. So let's say that your ads are absolutely killing it. They're working amazingly well with your warm audience. And then you want to go through and expand your marketing. You want to scale your business and take it to more of this cold audience. Now, the cool thing about Facebook is what we can do is create what is called look-alike audiences. So this is audience of people who look just like your past customers, or look just like people that have visited your website, or people look just like people that have already been in your leads database, or already your contacts, maybe your friends or family or anything like that. And basically what Facebook does is they go through and they see, okay, these are their past clients. This is what their Facebook profiles look like. This is the age range. This is kind of like their income demographic. This is where they live. And these are their habits, their online purchase behaviors, which they've got a whole lot more information on the back end of the Facebook algorithm than you even have inside of the Facebook Ads Manager. And so what they do is they create a look-alike audience. So people that look just like your past clients, and they go create this new audience of this cold audience, but it's more likely to perform very well for you because these are all people that are very similar to your existing clients. And so when you go and create this lookalike audience, Facebook will put together an audience of a minimum 2 million people across the United States or whatever country you're targeting, and you're able to scale your budget and your ads and your lead generation and everything because you just have a lot bigger audience to work with. All right, so now the fourth and final step of how to actually be successful with your Facebook advertising if you're actually looking to make money, which honestly, guys, if you're not looking to make money with Facebook ads, then I highly recommend just not even worrying about it, because that's pretty much the whole goal of marketing or advertising for any business. So first, you need to have an offer, and you need to have somewhat of a higher ticket offer. Second, you need to focus solely on lead generation, that you can go through and pitch your product or service to these people and then follow up with these people and then hopefully maybe get more sales down the road. Then third, you want to focus on your targeting and focus on your warm audiences, your hot audiences, and then expand to the cold audiences, but the lookalike audiences, so they look just like your past clients. And then number 4 is you need to constantly tweak and optimize your ads and your offer and everything, and so it's always converting for your business. Now, the biggest mistake that most entrepreneurs make, or most people that want to start making money online or anything like that, is they'll go through and they'll get an offer and it'll work for a second, and then all of a sudden they'll create a new offer and they'll go through and make that work for a second, and then they'll create something new, where you can't really scale like that because you're always having to create new products, always trying to create new marketing and advertising material. And believe me guys, it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of time, where you need to go through and just focus in on making your product better. You need to go through, focus on making your marketing, your stats, your lead generation, your Facebook ads, everything better, so that you can optimize that one offer that you have. Now, there's many times where I fall prey to this and I want to go through and create new offers and all this stuff. But the truth is, over the last 2.5 years, I've been running the same exact offer. I have gone through and rewritten my webinar multiple times. I'm always creating new Facebook ads. I'm always creating new variations of my landing page. And I've gotten it down pretty much to a science where I know exactly what ads are probably going to perform extremely well. And once I've gone through and tested an ad at a small level, I'll go and I'll scale that up. And then I've got the same exact sales message, but I make sure that I'm making tweaks to see, okay, is this gonna work better than this, or is this gonna work better than that? But keep in mind, as you're going through and making tweaks and optimizing, only make one change at a time. Because the truth is, if you go through and you change the image of the ad, and then you change the headline of the ad, or you change the landing page, what it actually says on the landing page, you've changed so many things that if your results improve or they get worse or whatever it is, you have actually no idea what caused the improvement or for that to actually totally tank and fail. Now, a big question that I get a lot of times is people will say, well, Jason, like, how do I know how long I should run the ad to know if that split test actually worked or didn't work? And the truth is, it doesn't really matter with time. With marketing, with advertising, time is irrelevant. It all comes down to data. So if you're spending $5 per day, you might have to wait about a week or 2 weeks to actually get enough data to make a smart decision on the data that came in. Whereas if you're spending $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 every single day, you might be able to make a quick decision in just a couple of hours because you have enough data to make a strategic decision. So anyway, guys, these are the 4 simple steps on how you can actually start making money with your Facebook ads in 2019. Number 1, make sure you have an offer, a little bit higher ticket offer. 2nd, focus on your lead generation. 3rd, focus on your targeting, your hot and your warm audiences, and then scale to your cold audiences with the lookalike audiences. And then 4th, make sure you're always optimizing and tweaking the process, your ads, your sales message, your targeting, everything, and just dial in that one offer. Now, if you guys are brand new with Facebook ads, but you want to learn more, I have a 100% free Facebook ads mini course that'll add a link right down below this video in the description, as well as in the top comment. So you can just opt in, and I've got well over 4 hours of content on how to go through and set all this up and break down Facebook ads step by step. So with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate that because that allows more people to go through and get exposed to this content. And if you're brand new here, make sure you guys subscribe, hit that notification bell, because I launch new videos every single week on how to generate more leads, make more money, and grow your business. So with that said, thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you all later.